I went live.
All right, how we looking, boys?
Think.
Just double checking, we are live.
All right, nice.
Nice.
Ben wasn't here, so I never got the thing. But I guess you can just use this key. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Geppetto, I will make an announcement. Yes. At
Okay.
everyone, tournament pings.
It is early for me, so I'll try not to talk a whole bunch,
Mm-hmm.
but I am
No
happy
problem.
to introduce stuff if needed. Otherwise, I'll probably leave it to you and Jay Rich and Geppetto.
Yeah, we'll follow the rough schedule I put out earlier, and I can take over your parts, so we're so chill.
Easy.
Okay. Sweet. All right, are we audio live or is it just video live?
We are. We
Should be
are.
audio live.
Sweet. Okay. We have 13 people. Let's chill for like maybe like 2 more minutes and then we can get started because I know some captains have to leave. All right,
Sounds
GP,
good.
you ready? We are live. I will be right back. Confirm the captains.
I got an ad. What the hell, bro?
Good stuff, dude.
Hey, you're giving us some free money. There you go.
Who's us?
52 average support player. That's hot ass.
Yo. Aren't we live?
Yeah, of course.
Yep. All right. Well, everyone, thanks for pulling up to the draft day. I know it's really early in the morning, but this is the only time we could actually get all the captains here in one place. And of course, we need captains in order to draft players. So I know a lot of you guys will probably be watching the VOD on this. So uh, please bear with us. I know it's super early in the morning. Anyways, today we have here with me planned, our favorite broadcaster, as well as a special feature from Pirate Captain GP and JRich1101 to offer us some insight on the people who are going to be drafted today. Well, JRich and GP, how's your morning been so far?
Uh, it's been good. I just got up, and now I get to do the LEPL draft. It's an honor to be back. It's an honor to recast the draft with all you lovely
I know.
folk.
I mean, but you used to be part of the season one draft, Geppetto. Would you have any advice for the captains, kind of like, miss out? There's a lot of new captains this season, actually, because obviously, a lot of the older captains, they're diamond, they're masters now. They can't be part of the LEPL. So, any advice for those new time captains on like what to look for as they pick people today?
Yeah, get a good jungler early, or otherwise you're screwed. And then build a comp on like how you want to play League of Legends, right? If you want to play, uh, if you want to play flexible comps, if you want to play team fight comps, have
So
your
just to build off what you said, what do we do if there's no good junglers?
good question. Good question. Then you draft a mid laner to play jungle. Don't be afraid. People have secondary roles, okay? But we're gonna build a team comp ideally on the way you want to play League of Legends, and then try to find. If you don't know the players, you can only go off of their pool. But if you see them in in-houses and you enjoyed playing with them, you'll probably enjoy playing with them over the course of a season.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm a bit worried. Of course, the jungle pool, 8 junglers for 8 teams. I feel like there will be a bit of a rank gap there, but I mean, we are the LEPL, so this is what happens. I just wanted to go over the draft real quick, just to kind of give the people who are watching us an overview on, like, what to expect. We're actually going to do a very interesting form of draft today. The captains have, prior to the draft today, they chose pick order, starting from Super Ultra Rare all the way down to Nominal, as you can see in the spreadsheet. Super Ultra Ray will be picking first in round 1, and we will be doing snake draft. So it goes round 1, round 2, a set of snake draft where Nominal picks twice, 8th and 9th pick, and then for the first 2 rounds, every player in the draft, Geppetto, has a player value, which you can see in the top jungle, mid, ADC, and support sections below. And your player value is a representation of how good you are or how valuable of a player you are. We have thresholds set, so after 3 players are chosen for a team, after 5 players are chosen on a team, that a team needs to be greater than some threshold. So no one team can be stacked, obviously, because some of the captains are lower PV and higher PV, and like we don't want one captain just getting 4 emerald, players. That's not fair. We want to try to make sure that every team has the same point value, so it's fair, which is why we have a threshold after round 2 picks and a threshold for round 4 picks. There is no threshold for round 5 and 6, but we will be reseeding captain orders so that teams with the highest PV will choose first again. So anyway, there's a lot of strategy in the draft. I know the captains have been preparing hard. So any final words to chip in on GP, Geppetto before we actually head into the draft? We get the captains, telling us who they want to pick.
We're locked and loaded. Send them in.
Yep.
Let's get this
Locked and
started.
loaded. Locked and loaded. All right, Super Ultra Ray. Round 1, first pick for the LEPL Season 3. Who do you have for us?
This is a big deal. Last year, GP was picked first overall, and he did not live up to expectations. This
I
is...
definitely did.
Ooh.
You did
I
not.
definitely 1v9'd every game.
You did
I had
not.
Grafuko mid lane, bro. I had Grafuko mid lane, respectfully.
Well, Super Ultra Ray is the pick in. This is a big deal.
Name.
I'm watching the...
Mid laner. I don't know this person, so I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't actually know Arctic Omen either way, but we can check out John's draft pool, because this is the first... Arctic Omen, an Emerald 4 mid laner, whose pool... I think he's new to the server, which I don't see. He's gone
I
now.
did not add the pool here.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I actually don't know anything about him, but hopefully, I don't know if Super Ultra Ray
hear-
knows him, but
Yeah. I know a lot of the captains have been doing a lot of back end work. They've been, investigating people, seeing how they are. But yeah, anyway, so we can go on to the next team. So Seal actually doesn't have a team name yet. That's probably going to be decided post draft. But Seal, round 1, pick 2 of the LEPL Season 3 draft.
I think we know who's getting picked here.
Oh, out of left field.
And Steel's going to get the
We
Mad Lad, who was just in our recent showcase matches. Mad Lad is a jungler who plays the skirmishers like Pantheon, Xin Zhao, those type of AD junglers. A solid pick, and I know that Seal and Mad Lab have a lot of playtime together. And, these are interesting first 2 picks, but we see our first jungler go off the board, mid and jungle. Also a scarce
Yeah.
resource, both
Well-
of them.
I will come
And
and
let's-
pop in here.
Mhm.
I've pulled up some information I've done some scouting on Arctic Omen, who was the first overall pick for the LEPL Season 3 draft. They are an Aurelian Akali LeBlanc player in the mid lane. Currently ranked Emerald 4. So
Oh,
very,
okay.
very interesting.
But I fuck with it.
I think this is one of the newer... I think this is the first... I don't know how the other drafts have gone, but this is a new player to the LEPL and has been drafted first overall. So
excited.
very, very high expectations here.
It's definitely
Yeah.
interesting.
And let's go ahead and take our pick 3 in plan. Let's see. Who is Satterbread first picking? And while we're getting that in, I think like Mad Lad's a great choice. He's a very flexible player. Plays a lot of different roles, a lot of different champions that are great for comp. I can see the wisdom and why Steel wants to pick him this early. Flex players are amazing. And our pick 3, we have...
And Satterbread is going to get Tater Tots. And they also have some time together. Good luck to every other team in the tournament. This is probably the best jungle mid duo that you're going to get. They have a lot of play time together. They're both strong players, and they both can flex into many roles. It is a crime against humanity that Tater Tot slid to the third pick, a high value pick here. However,
Hey,
they both
I
have low
I will.
PVs, so they're gonna have to make up a ton of PV in this round too,
Yeah,
as you
I
can
was
see.
gonna say I did the math on this. They have to get like a 56 or higher PV player, so they're gonna have to really dig deep down into some of these pools for their next pick for their draft to be legal.
Yeah, but a really strong start for those
For sure.
two. A lot of play. They have a
Yeah,
lot of time
and
together.
Tater Tot is also the #1 mid laner in this tournament. You can see by the mid laner list, so that's pretty exciting.
That
And
is
pick 4 comes in. Harmacist. Wow. Geppetto, what are your thoughts on Harmacist?
I know that was Darian's go-to. Darian thinks that they can run the game through bot lane, so he picked up his favorite ADC to play with. I think Harmless plays a bunch of things, and is a chill dude. As far as the PV value goes, like he's 41, and the highest PV ADC or the lowest PV ADC is 33. So Darian believes that he's getting value at this pick, right? And just for everybody knows, PV is not necessarily like the lower you are, that's just the higher expectation. Like you have to perform at a higher level to be worth your picks. So a lot of people are reaching for like budget picks. Mad Lad, Harmacist, I would say are both high level budget PV value picks. We know that they perform above their PV value, and I think that Darian Harmacist will be one of the stronger bot lanes.
Yeah, and of course, what the big thing is that you need to meet this first threshold here of 111 points. You actually see that 3 of the teams are sitting at 72, 73 points almost perfectly right next to each other. So I'm really excited to see how things shape out here. Do we have our next pick in?
Yes, we do.
And it is Blue Cheese. Wow. Jay Rich,
Wow.
thoughts on Blue Cheese?
Blue cheese, well, blue cheese is a package deal. Wherever blue cheese goes, I go. So I volunteered to coach Blue Cheese's team wherever he ended up being. I didn't realize that GP was going to pick him first overall. But Blue Cheese, when he started the LEPL, he was quite literally an Aurelian Soul Bronze 4 player. With the resources he's used here, he became a member that got really involved, and now he's currently in Emerald 3. He climbed thousands and thousands of LP in 1.5 years. It's extremely impressive, no matter the memes. But I think that, Blue Cheese now can showcase, like, look how much better I am. I'm a carry player, and I could be much better this season. I think it's an awesome pick, and I think Blue Cheese is an awesome story. But like he might run it down, like low key. But
He might run it down. We'll see.
he is a great story for the LEPL.
All right.
I mean, I think
Pick
he's a good
number
pick for his PV.
6.
Yeah, Luke Ash. This is, if I pronounce it correctly, this is a new person to the LEPL. Great to have new people, and I commend people that are new and they choose to be captains. That's awesome. He's going to go ahead and pick Tobias Fox. I believe also a new member. Another mid laner getting picked. Our third mid laner in the first round. Shout out Blue, who says the role isn't strong. Well, now we have 3 off the board in round 1. Tobias Fox, I don't know if anybody knows him, but he's an
I
Emerald 4.
do.
Okay, go ahead, plan.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I just did a little bit of scouting on him. Is a mid laner, but does play a suspicious amount of ADCs, like a kind of a crazy amount. So
Oh, lovely.
we'll have to we'll have to see what they end up picking up here, because my OPGG is showing that this is a 116 61% win rate Jinx player in the mid lane.
Oh, in the mid lane. Jinx in the mid lane.
Well, as Jinx ADC, but
Oh,
now they're
okay,
being picked
okay.
up as a mid lane
Gotcha,
player. So
gotcha.
I'm like,
Well,
but
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see.
an interesting pick. I think Lush Ash had that he was going to come in with a draft plan and pick people he knows. So I expect this team to be a lot like Ohm's team from previous seasons, where it's a team that has years of playing together. And even though like you see that their PV value is going to be the highest, It cannot be overstated how much team synergy and just having playtime together can do for a team. You can make up that PV value rather quickly.
Ooh, Lilyco.
And Donnie's gonna get
Donnie's first round pick.
Lilyco. Lilyco is an ADC player as well. That's going to be the one of the powerhouse ADCs, the second highest PV. I think Donnie makes up for it in his PV as well. Donnie hopefully going to be a budget pick this season. But I know that they've been playing together, that they have a plan in place. I don't know if they flex in other roles, but I know that Donnie was thinking about playing ADC, moving mid lane. So I expect this team to be have a lot of flex picks in it.
Yeah. I will say though, Geppetto, of our debate about which role's the stronger between top and ADC, I'm only seeing ADC picks so far. I haven't seen a single top laner picked.
I don't know what you guys are smoking.
Mhm.
But
And
Numenal
wow,
is going to get PP Diff. I'm surprised PP Diff falls all the way to
the
round 1, pick
number
8.
1 draft pick, the highest PV in the draft besides Satterbred as a captain, Geppetto.
Yeah, and I've played with PP Diff
30.5.
before. I mean, he automatically sucks a ban with his Rengar. He's a pretty chill guy that has good comms. Um, I think, he just
Yeah.
recently hit Diamond 4, so this is a high-level jungler playing with a
Yesterday.
high-level support. Yeah, he just hit it yesterday.
And
Congratulations. And we implore all of you guys to continue your rank grind. Like, don't feel stagnated about the tournament. Keep it going.
yeah. I mean, just a couple, just because the first round is done, Geppetto, I just want to say a couple things. No top laners and no supports were picked in round 1. And of course, that's because a lot of the captains are top laners and supports in themselves, but just an interesting choice. The second thing is, looking at PVs, everyone's kind of in the same range here except for Satterbred, 55.9. He's going to really need to duck his second round pick to be able to make the threshold here.
Yep.
Anyways, shall we go on to the next pick?
Yeah, and then for this round, everybody need to get to 111 points. It's red right, and you see how it changed green, and that would be a legal pick. So Numenal has picked
So Numenal
Scardio.
just picked Scardio, so we could put that in, and his pick is legal now.
Yep, and Scardio has played in every season. I'm pretty sure he's a returning winner. Not from last season, but from last season. He
From
won last
yeah.
season.
No, Scardio's a good top laner.
Yeah.
He's one of the best top laners that you can pick up. He's good for budget. He's good weak side. He's good strong side. He's flexible. I definitely think personally, Scardio's always been one of my favorite top laners to play
Yes,
against.
Scardio's the main man. He's our weak side king of the server, and I think he played with Numenal. Those two won last year's tournament, so that's a good pick. And now Donnie's back up with the second pick. He's going to need to go for a point value close to 40 here. It's 37.
As we get later in the draft, we'll notice that people are taking a longer time to pick just because, your earlier picks are taken away by other players. So now you're really trying to dig deep in your pool of what you want to play.
Yeah, that and there's
Oh,
Zoomer
Donnie's
brains, so
gonna
that
pick up
everyone's got to do
Legend 3897 is who Donnie's going to be picking up.
Legend.
Whoa.
Where is Legend? Oh, the
He's
jungler.
a P2, P1 jungler. Yeah.
Yep, I respect it. I was looking into Legend a little bit. I do like his pool. I'm not a big fan of his comms personally. It can be a little distracting in some games, but overall he has a nice pool and he's a pretty well-ranked player.
Yeah, and I think Donnie's trying to form a strong side for this bot side of the map, and he's now got a jungle and ADC and a mid laner. It'll be interesting to see who he picks as his top laner. And then next up is going to be Lush Ash.
So I do know that Luke Ash entered this tournament with some friends. So I'm interested to see if they're choosing to keep their PV higher up in these round picks, or they're just directly securing who they want to secure right now. And I see them typing in Discord. We see
I think they get their pick of the litter
the
here.
the ADC Emerald 4 peak, Gold 3. Currently, that's a huge range. Piano. And look, with that pick, they also made the PV threshold, but as the highest PV, which means on paper, this is the weakest core of 3 that's been formed so far, Geppetto.
Yeah, like I said, but I reiterated this earlier. A group of friends can make up that PV fast due to years of playing with another. But yeah, higher PV. I've been on a team. I've also not succeeded with that before. I picked all my friends in a GCS league, and we proceeded to finish last place. So, there is pros and
Second
cons to
last,
this.
second last.
Second to last place. Oh, and then GP is going to get row X. And once again, a full circle back moment for Blue Cheese and Row as they started as an original bot lane about 2 years ago. And both of them have climbed, thousands of LP. So I really like this pick for GP. GP is going with a strong side bot side with himself in top lane, and then he's going to look to round out like the middle of the map. But right now he's got both side lanes completed.
I want to ask you guys, do you think the better draft strategy here is picking like a good bot lane duo here or a good like mid jungle? Like which one do you think is more important in this early stage of the draft?
Well, I actually think Riot has done a nice job in uh like you can win a lot of different ways, I feel, this season. So a strong bot lane, if you want to win through bot side, I think it's really important that you pick it up now. I just think you have to pick your side of the map all at once. Like I wouldn't pick an ADC and then not pick a support, right? So you're seeing these pairings come out. Harmesis and Chibuzo, Blue Cheese and Row. They're picking the lanes together, and that's what I would do as well. And the next pick has come in, and Darian Chibuzo is going to draft Zundel. Zundel has been on my team before. A lot of people called him Frundel, and then we know what Ohm thinks about Zundel if anyone keeps in chat. But Zundel is a carry performing a jungler that likes to play Lilia and Kayn, but can play the pocket Nunu. We were undefeated with Nunu that season, and I know he plays a lot of Amumu, and Amumu has been a core pick of the LEPL. And now Satterbread is up. Oh wow, 111 exactly. And we didn't round anything. We didn't round to the nearest integer. So this decimal point, like every decimal point, like comes out to exactly 111.0 and gets one
Honestly,
tasty taco.
well played.
This
Yeah.
guy, he's doing math. We were talking about this last night, but captains do have to do a little bit of math in order to try and get the best, bang for their buck here. And I think Satterbred is literally right in the money. He's like, look, I'm not going to spend a PV more than I have to. I am just getting the best players, and that's what
Yeah.
he's chosen to do.
Yeah, and John has ran all these numbers, and they came down to the decimal point, and they needed every inch of that. 111.0 exactly, one tasty taco. Pretty sure. I think Satterbread is going to be playing jungle. This team could definitely flex a bajillion roles with Satterbread, Tater Tot, and one tasty taco. But I'm pretty sure one tasty taco is an enchanter support player, uh,
Yeah.
and one of the
I mean,
highest
we know
PVs
what
getting
Team Pink
selected.
spam's gonna be. We know what Team
Oh
Pink spam's
yeah,
gonna be cheering.
that's
sure.
right. That's right. And now Seal is up.
Seal picking mid, feeling Thresh.
And that
Yeah,
Thresh,
any comments on on Phelan Thresh? I think he was a contender in some of the last couple seasons.
yeah, I think he
I
played
think he
last
won the last
season.
season, actually. I honestly I was thinking about picking him as my mid laner.
Yeah, I think it's a
I
mage player, Vigar player.
yeah. Yeah, I like a lot of what he plays. He's a mage player. He does a good job at neutralizing. I definitely would have picked him to be my mid laner. So I'm gonna have to
I
figure
mean,
something out now.
yeah, personally, like in the first 2 rounds of picks here, you're seeing a lot of the previous winners of the LEPL and the previous second place teams from the LEPL getting prioritized. Mad Lad, that Thresh guy, Subdued, Harm Assist, Scardio. These are all previous winners, or they got pretty close, and like obviously their skills showing in the value in the draft. But yeah, Set in Divers,
Divers,
final
my
round of
mid.
round 2.
Duh.
Wow, Sudden Divers, dude. The man himself, a staple of the community. He's played in every season. Good guy,
literally my
active in
humble favorite.
in-houses.
Nothing but humble.
Yeah. Set player, obviously. He beat yesterday, so comical in the top lane. Has also ran it down into him a million times in in-houses. But a very solid player. Can play carry, can play weak side. Very flexible. Has a very flexible champ pool if it isn't pinched too hard, but I know he's working on some other stuff. And then, are we reseeding
And
here, John? As well?
That'll
no,
be
we're
after
not. We're
round
going
4.
yeah,
Okay.
Straight
straight
round
into
3
round
here.
3.
Right, and the first
But
pick is going to be ADC Pandemonium.
I think that's a new player as well.
I do believe that's one of Super Ultra Ray's friends. So he's also drafting some friends as well, which is always makes the tournament a fun experience, right?
Oh yeah, Pandemonial, right in the middle of the ADCs. Right now, there's a ton of high level ADCs that are left to be picked. Tons of high level supports that are yet to be picked. So it'll be interesting to see how the next few rounds are. And then they have to get to a 200 PV value now in the next 2 rounds. Next
Yeah,
up is
absolutely.
Seal.
And
Oh, go ahead, John.
no, I was gonna say that I really like Super Ultra Ray, Satterbred, Darian, and Donnie. They've done very well with their PV to maximize what they can get with that threshold in place. But even like with 4 teams doing that, we see a lot of the higher elo players still left out. Like we haven't seen the top PV of top lane being gone. Some top PV from ADC and support they're still available, like Shawarma. Like I'm like wondering when the people are gonna go. Maybe round 5, round 6. Remember, there's no PV requirement there.
Yeah, and sometimes I wonder if having too high of a PV can actually be a bit of a disadvantage because yes, you are the strongest person on paper there, but then it might incentivize people to, not pick you first or second because they want to prioritize someone with a little bit lower PV. And then as you get into round 5, 6, you may be thinking, wait, I've already drafted 2 ADCs or 2 supports. I can't actually pick up this third super high ADC support. So then as you get later, it might come down to just, whichever person fits best with your team rather than who's the highest PV or lowest PV.
And then Satterbred is going to pick Sir Cuckington. Sir Cuckington is
Wow.
also a former winner of the LEPL. He signed up for support this season. He was a top laner last year, known for his Singed Mundo, and he is also the father of Season 1 winner Miles, who actually reached Diamond 3, so he
I
couldn't play this season.
I also kind of want to just give a quick shout out to Sir, because he's the one who actually commissions all of the art you see in the Hall of Fame for the Season 1 and Season 2 winners, and hopefully Season 3 as well. So I mean, it's great to have him.
Shout out Sir Cuckington.
And
Your dad.
we're waiting
As
for
known on Discord.
Darian's pick.
Darian's got jungle
Darian's
top
pick
open. Oh no, he doesn't. He
will
took
be
Zen, though.
Dom 4235.
Dom
Do you guys know anything about
4235.
Dom?
I don't. Looks like a gold 3 mid laner. And you slash. Slash is their peak, right? So gold 3, gold 3. It looks like he's peaking.
Yeah, it's picked out of Syndra, Anivia, Oriana. So a very,
Ooh, great champ pool.
control
Great.
mage,
I can
first
see
mage.
Darian's. That's an amazing champ pool. You can never be sad if you hear that. A lot of control mages. All right, waiting on GP. His
Yeah.
fourth.
Actually,
He's thinking.
Fourth.
Hold on, I gotta do math.
So this is the point of draft where things, people are stealing picks left and right here. We don't exactly know. Sometimes some of the plans you came in with on who you want on your team kind of goes out the window.
Okay.
For those of you
GP's
watching or unfamiliar, GP, one of the captains, is actually one of the casters in the voice chat today. So we are getting a live, we're getting some live sounds He is considering
GP,
and thinking
chop,
about his
chop.
pick.
Yeah, I picked.
He is
You
picked.
need to
GP is going
lock
to
in.
take away the number one top laner in the pool, and he's going to get Comanza. And now I know that GP was thinking about maybe playing some mid. I know maybe Comanza plays some mid, or GP's just thinking, dude, fuck it, I'm going to take the top laner away so I can, smash all these noobs. So he does. That's a lot of low PV for the two top laners. But I could see, what GP's trying to do here. Jungle's still open for GP.
Yeah, it is. It is. I got a pick in mind.
And then I've played
Are we
with.
seeing GP jungle this season?
Oh, potentially. We could see some row jungle as well. So they have some flexibility there.
Yeah, we have options.
All right, waiting for Lucas's pick. He is taking a top laner.
And we're gonna see a top laner, Jermaine.
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 Let us know if we're saying that correctly. But
Gem-
I believe this is also a new player, right?
Yeah, no, I think he's one of Lucas's friends.
Yeah, so
Mm,
Lucas
well.
went full friend. And
I respect it.
yeah. This PV's not too much different now, starting to make up some PV. But yeah, I respect the friend draft is always fun to have. That team is always fun to root for. And now we have Donnie up. Donnie's still looking for a support and top laner.
And I'll just say it's so fun to look at some of the OPGGs for these players because you're like, oh, why does my top laner have the most games on Kha'Zix of any champion?
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
Oh.
What are they
I've
cooking
noticed that
here?
a lot too. There's a lot of players. Like if you look at Komi's account too, she's only been playing Briar recently. That's all she's been playing.
But
And
Comey
Hey,
did
new
say that
strategy.
she's. Oh,
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just saying new
Sejin.
strategy.
Sejin.
Donnie's
top
picking Sejin top.
I did. You know, I actually, so when I was thinking about picking a top laner, because I was looking at the top lane pool and there was still a lot of good top laners left, I was deciding between him and Con Manza, but I low-key couldn't find his OP.GG fast enough to figure out what he played. So, could
He
be a
has a
great
good
pick.
champ pool. He plays Mundo, Singed. He plays a lot of things.
And he has an LEPL
He's
champ
been there
pool.
in the Nessus.
I don't know. People's
Mhm.
infatuation with Mundo top is actually crazy. That champ is freaking dog shit. I'm just gonna say it. But it's in the
Only
LEPL.
true
There's
ADC.
no way. There's no way.
That champ is horrible, but it's an LEPL staple, so I, can't complain. It's a great R5 counter pick, but we're just out here B1 and Mundo, and it pisses me off. That's
Yeah,
okay.
no, I
Yeah.
mean, I like when the other top laners do that to me. It's a good time for me.
Yeah. Looking at Nominal's picks here, like I'm looking at the colors. He has a support, he has a jungler, and a top laner. So I really think
ADC
Nominal
Aurelion
wants
Dragon is gonna be his pick here. Yo,
exactly what I was
really
saying.
like that pick. I really like that pick. I played with him in the last tournament. He was really good last tournament. I think he's gonna probably be pretty good this tournament. I will say I checked his OP.GG and he was running it down on like random mages. That's why I didn't pick him. But I would have picked him too. He's a really good pick.
Aurelion Dragon, GP approved. I'm surprised that
He also has like
Numenal didn't pick Comey, because that team would have just ran it back. Scardio, Numenal, Comey with PP diff at jungle. But we'll see what he
and
decides
I
to do
did want
here.
to say no. Yeah, Comey has been playing a lot of Briar lately, but I had a conversation with Comey, and she was like, she's still they are still a great ADC, and they're coming back to it. ADC is their best role. Just because someone plays Briar for fun on the side doesn't mean that they're still not the great ADC. So
I mean,
I'm
Briar's one of
excited to
those
see
champs.
where Comey goes.
Yeah, Briar's one of those champs you can just kind of play at any role. Like, it's good in the
Mm.
jungle, you can play it in the mid lane, it's good in the top lane,
Briar
like, you can play at
ADC.
support. Briar ADC, sure. Why
I'm
not?
interested to see that this tournament. Alright, we've got our next two picks in here. We have mid Quadkins going over to Numenal, and we have Sup Z Moonlight going over to Donnie.
How about you?
Quadkins is a new player. I haven't seen him play. I don't know what he's capable of, but I also was considering him for mid lane. He had a pretty good champion pool. And Z Moonlight, I was in her DMs begging her to play last night so that Donnie would not pick Row. And it worked.
Mm, Okay, so future
Damn.
captain, some fixing of the draft. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. No, I'm just kidding.
But that was
All
Donnie's
right,
duo. Donnie
Lucas.
climbing to new heights.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, they do it rank together. So technically, it's actually better for Donnie. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And now Luke Ash is up. He can pick
He
anyone
was
on the
typing. I
board.
think
He's
he's
gonna
just trying to
reach the
figure out who
threshold.
else he wants.
There is nothing he can't pick
Syringe.
here. It's gonna be a legal pick.
Ooh, Syringe is a pretty good support.
I don't know, Syringe.
Actually, to be honest, I don't know if they're good at support. I played with them in a tournament before, but they were on 80 carry. So I don't know if they're good at support. But I'll assume they are because their 80 carry was fine.
Hey, but do you know who else swapped from AD carry to support? Reckless. So
Wow.
they're probably pretty good. They're probably pretty good.
Right, it is officially time for the heist of the century.
We don't got the king of the north. We got the king of the LEPL.
Wow.
Yeah, I will say, I will say one thing, Geppetto, before you go ahead, is that I noticed that a lot of players they mark down, oh, this is my primary position, but captains are doing their research. They're like, I see you playing a lot of ADC, even though you put down your top. I see you playing a lot of mid. I'm gonna take down you. I'm gonna take you as for your position for what you're good at. So shout out to the captains for that.
Oh,
And this is an interesting pick here.
yeah.
GP picking up Chill Guy in round
GP
4.
picking up Chill Guy. Just a Chill Guy is reaching new peaks. He's peaked Emerald 2. He's currently in Emerald 3. He got fathered a couple weeks ago in the jungle, and I think that caused his draft stock to fall a little bit. He also is a bit of an instigator, but Chill Guy works really hard, has a set schedule that you can schedule around, and has a lot of experience playing with Blue Cheese Row and GP. So it's an interesting pick. And as far as like junglers concerned, he's the highest rated jungler outside of PP Diff, and he went all the way into round 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's actually illegal. Low-key, the heist of the century.
Chill Guy.
Chill Guy,
Yeah,
I think a lot of people did not want to pick him early given his performance in the show match that he played last weekend. But I think like if you're like letting a jungler of his caliber go this late in the draft, it's actually like it's really, really good for me at least. I don't know about anyone else, but it's good for me.
don't judge a jungler by his show match games. Judge him by his LEPL 3 Season 3 Crown of Champions games.
True.
That's what they say.
Benny like Henny also
They
getting
have been
picked
saying
here.
this.
Top laner that has been playing in houses recently. Haven't played anything with them, but good luck going to Darian's team.
Goofy Godzilla. And I actually have some words because Goofy Godzilla was in our tournament FAQ chat, and he was like, "Hey, I don't know if I'm good enough for this tournament. Like, I'm just a gold jungler. It's totally chill if I'm not picked." And I told him, Godzilla, you're gold. You're the perfect agent. Like, you're gonna be with Satterbred. Satterbred's like a great jungler. He's gonna mentor you. He's gonna teach you things you didn't know. He's gonna make you into a better player. This tournament's gonna be an amazing experience. I'm glad that Goofy Godzilla got drafted because he was worried about that.
And then we're going to go ahead and see Filthy Frank get drafted here. First Seals team. Another support player. 53 PV going off the board. And this is going to be the last PV round. And then we will go over what we're going to do after this pick.
All right. And our final pick for round 4, Fortis, who is an ADC, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't look like it's a legal
Emerald
pick. We
4P.
did not reach the 200 threshold. So you need to repick.
Yeah. So Super Ultra Ray Fortis is not a valid pick. So planned if we can renege on that, because you can see here it's 195 is underneath the 200 threshold. We need a new pick from you, Super Ultra Ray.
Land actually just flew over into the captain's VC, so
Sweet.
talking right
He's Yeah, good catch. And let me actually go ahead and I'll reset this for planned. So since he is dealing with that,
There's a lot of picks still on the board.
There are a lot of picks still on the board. I agree.
And there's some heavy hitters left. We still have Comey, the lowest PV valued AD. We have Shawarma, the lowest PV valued support. So I mean, that's a. I mean, you could probably get a starter in your best player in the 5th and 6th round. This is interesting, but it happened.
I don't even know how that's possible, but it is what it is.
We're gonna see some heavy
All right.
hitters. That is a legal pick. W doing math. Fish cake gets picked up, and they have reached the legal PV threshold. Now, John, if you want to take it
So-
from here on how we're going to do the next two
Yes.
rounds.
So we will actually go ahead and reorder so that the highest PV captains, like the total team PV, will actually go atop. So currently, looking at the draft, Darian has the highest PV. Oh, okay. So it looks like Plan's doing it. So I'll let him do it. Yeah. Let me
Okay, I
delete
was
this.
just moving things around.
Yes. I believe we
This should
are
be
226, 223, 222,
go.
214, 213, 206, 205.
Yeah,
Yep. All right.
This is it. So now we are redoing the draft order, and now we're starting with Seal's team, who's going to have first pick of round 5. And there is no more PV thresholds. You can draft whoever you want these next 2 rounds, and there is some high-level players left to be picked.
Yeah, there is.
Once again, this was a draft strategy, right? Like intentionally drop some of your picks so that you are higher. You have a higher round pick in your 5th.
Oh
Yeah.
no, sorry. I'm looking at this pick here. It's going to be Comey for Seal, and they're just running it back for their last season team comp with Feeling Thresh, Areo. Here's Comey coming in. Like this is the team that won the LEPL season 2. Trying to make a double run now.
That's a high-value pick in the 5th round. We're going to get the lowest PV ADC getting picked up. So that's going to be paired up with Seal, and that is 2 strong players.
And now we're waiting for Lucas to show us what his round 5 pick will be. Lucas. I don't see him typing plan. Oh, he is now. Okay, perfect. Anyway, let's just chat a little bit about Threshold 2. I really like Super Ultra Ray has min-maxes his Threshold 2. He's just 2 points over Threshold number 2, but he's going to lose up to 7 good players that are left in the pool because of this PV. So, like, it is a trade-off, right, Geppetto? It's kind of like, can I get the players I want this early? Like, notice Super Ultra Ray was first pick, so he's able to get close to this threshold. But he's going to lose. Look, Shawarma's still up. Doms is still up. Samu Boo is still up. Like, these are some high-level Emerald players in their respective roles.
No, it's certainly a strategy. I mean, if you plan this far out into round 5 and realize, that heavy, you can definitely make the assertion that some good players are going to be left in these rounds. But, like, the heavy hitters that are left, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, Seal's team is pretty nasty. And then, so you have to make sure that if you're going to get to 200 PV, that's probably your starting lineup, and that's what you like, and that's probably the strategy I would have went for. But now people that picked, and unironically, the guy that just picked his friends can now pick a really good player. CEO gets a really good player, so
Yeah.
this round has this round it has tournament implications, heavy tournament implications. So if
Yeah.
you're rewarded for doing it and you thought it out, kudos to you because you're gonna get rewarded for it.
I planned to do something kind of similar, except because Feeling Thresh ended up getting taken for mid lane, I had to kind of improvise and change the plans. But I was going to do something similar to what you're talking about with
Mm-hmm.
trying to make your PV just higher than everyone else's, so you pick
First
in
in
this
round
round.
5. Yeah.
Mhm.
What would be funny is if 2 people try to do that and then, there's 256 and 255 and you still have to draft second. That is the downside of it. And it looks like Lush Ash is going to pick Tamori. Tamori
Ooh.
has been on my team and he plays ADC, but I guess he's been playing Kench top lane. He says it's broken, but he's in the lowest rank he's ever been in. GG's Tamori, but Tamori an overall solid pick for going in
Tamori's a
round
bit of a
5 as
wild
well.
card.
back-to-back ADCs getting picked. And then Darian Chibuzo is going to pick Robbie Smokes. A lot of unks on Darian Chibuzo's team.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good observation.
Thank you.
Hands will not be their strong suit.
Darian's drafting the professionals, all right, the 9 to 5s. So he's gonna pick Robbie Smokes. Robbie Smokes played in the tournament. He did play last tournament, but played in the tournament prior. Was on Ben's team, Lee Sin player. Now he's gonna give it a go in top lane, but also can be flexed into the jungle.
Okay,
And
I want to really talk about this next pick because Donnie just picked up Shawarma. I think that's so good for his team because now he has a support who plays only Engage and Hook champions, and he also has a support who plays only Enchanters.
yeah,
So now he has a support that does like one of each, but they both do it to a pretty understandable level. So I think that's actually a really good pick for his team.
yeah, he's got
I
the
think
super support. You put the one on his shoulders, and then you stand him up tall. And then it looks like Satterred is gonna get Sam Boo Boo, who's a Vel'Koz
Yeah.
player. Also, probably
Yeah,
friends with
he's
that
not just
group.
a Vel'Koz player. He is the Vel'Koz player,
Ooh.
the LEPL
Well,
Vel'Koz
you know,
player. He
I'd
has
have to
like
say that Ness might claim that title, but
Whoa.
a close second.
Sam Boo Boo
you should
might.
see Sam's mastery on Vel'Koz. It is insane.
Ooh, well,
It's
excited
kind of
now
crazy.
the matches that are coming up. Then, if this, now maybe some coaching, we can have like some, who is the best
Ness's,
Vel'Koz player?
yeah, maybe a Vel'Koz 1v1 show match or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I want to say about Satterbred's team is that if you notice, he doesn't actually have an ADC on his team, but he has two mid laners. And you know what happened in the recent show match? APC bot lane. So
Oh.
I'm wondering if that's Satterbred's, tech picking up two mid laners who play a lot of mages here. Just pointing it out. And he also needs a top laner. But same with GP. GP doesn't have a mid laner yet. What is he going to pick? Oh,
I'm not
Taint?
picking a mid laner, bro.
GP's gonna get Taint. I think it's a ADC.
I don't know much about
APC.
this, but
Yeah, no, I played him.
he's
I
been
played him. Yes, I played with him yesterday. He played like support, which like I don't even think is one of his main roles, but he did like a really
Mhm.
really good job at warding the map, which is like that's part of the thing that I like in a support because when I'm trying to play
Mhm.
side lane and I can see everything on the map, it makes my life so much easier. Geppetto could
Mm.
not gank me, bro. It was literally impossible.
Honestly, that's a perfect example of why we've been encouraging people to join in-houses. I believe Taint is like a new player to LEPL. No one really knew him, but GP played an in-house with him, liked what he saw, and he's his round 5 pick for Canada Dry. All right, we're waiting for Riot Nominal, a previous LEPL Season 2 winner.
Ooh, Angel of Paper.
Wow. All right, GP, you want to say anything about Angel of Paper?
I mean, I've played with him a lot of times. His Neferi is pretty good. And
His
sometimes
Cassante
he's
is
good
pretty
at other
good too.
champions too. His Cassante is good, yeah. Sometimes he's good at other champions too, but his Neferi and his Cassante is where he shines. He can definitely draw a couple bans there. Um, I think I've seen his Cassante kill like even master top laners just because they don't respect it enough.
hmm Just checking in on the pool. We have 2 junglers open. We have 2 mid laners open. We have a lot of top laners open. A couple ADCs. No, we actually have.
American War Mace is still there, bro.
The GP Slayer, if anybody
Wow.
wants to draft him, he slays GP. For
That is a lot.
Tis gets picked. I think that was his pick. That was not a legal pick, ends up getting him anyway. And gets ACL Breeze as well.
The Garen one trick. We
Oh,
love
yeah.
ACL Breeze.
That
I
guy's
mean, I think he plays
returning.
more than Garen now, but yep.
Yeah, he's learning a couple other things. I think he's improved a lot. I think this is his first season hitting plat, so good job.
Oh, we're gonna see, and that brings out, that's the first team like that has been formed. 300 PV seems high, but we'll see how it all rounds out.
Yeah.
Just not that high. Numeral gets Toti, jungler player, picked up here. There's only one jungler left. 292 PV for 5 guys, no fries. GP rounding out the rest of the draft.
Yeah, I will say that like the teams with names have been like they had a higher round 4 threshold than every other team. Like Canada Dry, Five Guys No Fries, the Ghost, except for Smash and Impassin, like all the higher teams don't have names yet. So maybe they put their smarts instead of naming their teams, they're trying to like edge out the PB thresholds.
Yeah, I did not put my
Hmm.
smarts into naming my team, bro. I looked over and saw a can of ginger ale. Call it a day.
Wow. You're also up.
Yeah, I picked already.
Oh, just waiting on the plan then.
Yeah, bridge, bro.
GP's gonna get Ray HNA. I don't know how to
Reina?
pronounce that. Reina? Oh, that is
Let's call
just
her Ray.
Reina?
Let's call her Ray.
Okay, we'll call her Ray. Ray is new to the server. I think I'm the one that gave her perms. So she got pinged in houses. Not sure if they played in houses, but a support player nonetheless. Esports experience, I'm pretty sure. And
Yep.
picked in the last round.
Indeed.
And then Satterbread is going to pick Lou MF. La MF. Top lane pick, well balanced team. And it looks like, everybody's hovering around the 300 range, 290 to 300 range. So
Yeah, I will note that Satterred's team is the only team so far with 3 support players drafted.
Yeah, no ADCs picked for Satterbread. Strong roll. I wonder if Satterbread goes
It
ADC.
is.
Low key.
Just put a mid laner there, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Play
just
ADC.
put a mage there. Put a mage there. You'll just gap because. And
If anyone in
then
chat is wondering about these references, feel free to watch our Masters Diamond Show match, which happened just yesterday. It's uploaded on our official LEPL YouTube. That's a shameless self-promotion here to try and get you guys to watch the YouTube video. But it was a good series, so check it out.
they were a good series. Fun games for sure. And then Donnie's going to wrap up his team with this pick right here. So you know what's going on? Let's see, who would Donnie pick? Frazier. Frazier 311. Donnie's protege, a second mid laner, picked up round 6. Darian Chibuzo going to pick Dom ZW. He is a
This
Zeri
is the
one
Emerald
trick.
ADC. Yeah.
Yeah, Emerald
Surprised he
ADC
got
getting
this
picked
late
in
in
round
draft.
6. Plays a lot of Zeri. Gave me an aneurysm telling me what he was about to build, what runes he was taking. Put me in complete and utter disarray. But
Is this a lethality
nevertheless,
Zeri?
no, he's like, I'm going to go first strike here, and I'm going to leave your lane. But that's going to be picked up.
Yo, I'm just gonna put out a call here. American War Mace is so active in the in-houses. Can someone just pick him up with their last 2 picks?
Oh,
Please.
Yo,
War-
Lukash, bro. That's you, bro. You gotta pick up War Mace, bro. He's the GOAT.
he really does slay
Promise.
GP, though. He's good vibes. No,
Beto, you don't need to lie, bro. It's Sunday.
he slays you, bro. I watched it.
No, but anyway, I'm just gonna also say something. I know there's a lot of people who are undrafted currently, but don't lose hope. We do have 2 things happening to a tournament. On average, with the people who draft the teams, about 1 to 2 people per team do end up dropping out right before the tournament. So please stay on the server. I guarantee you'll get put on a team. Just because like this is just consistent. We run this tournament for like 3 seasons now. People just randomly disappear, and like that's just a free in. So don't be disappointed if you're not drafted, today. The second thing is I'm also opening like a sort of like a coaching program. So if you're still, if you're undrafted and you also want to be a part of the LEPL experience, I can also assign you to a team. You can be part of their scrims, their practices, and even if they want, you can be part of like, playing on, season games on the weekends and things like that. But it will be a great experience especially for some of the lower elo players who want to just become better at League or be part of the team, that comp experience, and just learn a lot more about the game as well.
Yeah, I will put it out that if you aren't drafted today, then you will also roll over into the sub position. So you'll join a couple other people who have put down for subs. So these are people who aren't available all the time or haven't been drafted today, and they are able to be picked up on later days, depending if teams need a substitute for a game or 2.
Which also
So 3
happens all the
avenues. You could
time.
be
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see what I mean if you guys stick around, because Yeah, so 3 avenues. You can either be like sort of like a part of the team experience itself, like just being part of their scrims practice. You can be a sub, or you will just try to be put on a team because people do drop out. All right, who are we waiting
Still
for? Who
2
are we waiting
picks
for?
left though, so 2 of you won't apply to this speech. We are
Might
waiting
need to
for Loose Ash. Look, Ash.
ping Lucas, bro.
All
I really
right.
hope that he picks War Mace here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Seal always needs a protege in the top lane, so
Drew Chungus.
That
Plus,
would
they
also
play
be
the
a really
exact
good
same
pickup, but
champs.
I'll be honest, I do not think Seal is going to pick him up, but I hope he does, because that's probably the best team for him to go to. It's like some Master Shifu Kung Fu Panda type thing.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anybody ping him?
He's
I
typing.
did.
Nice.
it's thinking out. These are important.
King
I'm
Fluffy Top.
highlighting the picks we have.
Fluffy
right
Tops. W.
Yep, Fluffy Tops. Going over to Lucas's team.
Fluffy Tops has played in plenty of LEPL stuff before.
No War
Good.
Mace, question mark?
Good support. And then for the final pick of the draft, remember, Brock Purdy was the last pick of the draft. And came in third for MVP. This does not mean anything. Mr. Irrelevant getting picked up right here.
American War Baby Darius don't buy tabbies because too expensive mace. So I think that means War Mace.
War Mace
American
is
War
indeed, I
Mace.
called it, in the top lane for Seal's
Round
team.
6.
Mr.
Final
Irrelevant.
round pick for Seal is the American War Mace. Wow. By the way, have you guys noticed Seal and American War Mace literally play the same champs? Urgot, Darius,
literally do.
Garen,
I'm
and
pretty sure
Norn.
The other day
It's like
when
mini Seal. Mhm.
when Donnie was talking about Seal's kids, I think he was actually talking about War Mace. He just didn't know it.
Yeah. Honestly, War Mace, this is a great like learning opportunity. You're gonna learn from an amazing top laner with the exact same champs. It's gonna be great.
Shout out
And
to
yeah, any final
shout out to Numenal. Highest PV captain ends up with the lowest PV team. It's funny how that works.
Yeah, but I do think we have very good like it's within a very like good spread, you know? Especially like here the decisions that were made to get these high PV teams were intentional. So either friends or they see some diamonds in the rough. But I do like how the draft, turned out. All the teams look solid. Um yeah, any final words, Geppetto, before I kind of like close off draft day or GP?
No final words for me. I'll be rage baiting all you guys with a tier list. I will send out my first official tier list here in the next hour or so, and then we'll get that content going. Anybody that wants to like do stuff like that, make content, feel free to reach out to our team, and you can ping the content team, and we can look to add you forward. But I will make my first tier list.
Yes, and once again, if you were not picked today and you still want to play in the LEPL, either as a sub or as like a learning player on one of the teams to be part of the team atmosphere scrims, or you just want to stay available, so if a spot opens up, I can ping you, do let us know. And with that, we close the official Season 3 LEPL draft.
Thanks for everybody for joining. Thanks for everybody for playing. Thanks for everybody that put in a bunch of work to get a draft pool this size. This is a large tournament, so it should be fun.
It is, bro. We're growing, and I'm happy to see it.
And
Yeah,
then
excited for these
did we put
the
out the
regular
tournament
season.
rules yet, John?
I
My
will get
team's
that out
looking good
at
this
the
week.
end of this week before
well,
the regular
yeah.
season starts. It's almost there.
So we're just patching up the length and what we're gonna do.
Yes.
So everyone can
Putting
look
on
forward
those bells
to
and whistles for it.
start scrimming and do your thing, get to know your team, play some flex, have fun and enjoy it.
All right.
All right, thank you so much, everyone, for watching the stream. Again, I'll shamelessly promote our YouTube official LEPL, where we also post all of our live streams and videos. We will also have our Twitch
Cool.
VODs available for 14 days, so feel free to check them out here. Anything else to
Yes.
add? Join the
Shout out
Discord.
join the Discord. Shout out the Masters Show match that happened last week. This draft will be going on YouTube too, so you can share this to anyone you want. But yeah.
Cheers, guys.
All right, take
All right.
care, everyone.